Welcome back, welcome back. So today's kind of a day of great celebration. Today was the day that we finally finished pressurizing this IBC tote off grid. So now we have pressurized water down in the garden. One of the main reasons we wanted to do this was so that we could put in an auto watering system so we don't have to come down here and water everything by hand. Before I was doing it just on water pressure, which is about 0.433 psi per foot of run of hose. So I was maybe getting in this garden right behind me about 4 psi just to water everything. It was super labor intensive, took a lot of time, and was hot, and the garden was frankly struggling. But right now I'm just going to walk you through it. So right here, this is a regular normal IBC tote. Frankly, if I had to do it again, I don't think I would be using an IBC tote. The plumbing is really difficult. If it breaks, you have to kind of do it, which is what happened right over here. And it was a while to get it all figured out. But just walking through it, we have our valve right here, our emergency shutoff from a 2-inch coupling. This goes down to 1/2 inch to, I believe, no, sorry, 3/4 inch garden hose to 1/2 inch to the RV pump, which is 61 psi. That gets pressurized out from the 1/2 inch back to the 3/4 inch, and that's where we have our gardening set up. This is just a solar panel that I had lying around, connected to a 12-volt battery that was old and I used for the RV trailer. It's more than enough to power this up. But as you can hear it running right now, it's actually running into the garden, so let's go check it out. Well, here we are. This is just a quick look around the garden, and you can see it's thriving right now. We're early, I think, to the harvest. We're June 15th right now, or June 19th, but you can kind of see we just have just this tiny little bubbler system making things happen. We definitely have to have a lot of shade. Up at 7,000 feet, the sun's rather intense, so I have these sun shades that are running, but here's just a quick examination of the garden. I just have bubblers through here, and every time you add a bubbler, you do lose water pressure, but 61 psi definitely is enough to water everything. And I like to keep the soil kind of moist because it keeps the plants cool. And right now, we're just starting our harvest, but we're actually getting quite a bit. We use marigolds to kind of keep the pests down. They actually work surprisingly well. They go right to that instead of eating your plants. But just some things will thrive up here. Mint does really well. The tomatoes are always hard, but these green onions, we planted those last season. They went through a whole winter, came back up, and they're the healthiest thing. Some bok choy, some parsley, more marigolds. Got some lettuce. Kind of a healthy mix. This is my pride and joy, but like this little tomato is kind of crushing it right now. Kale seems to do exceptionally well out of here. The thing that really surprised me was mustard greens. We're from the South originally, and we had a family member just give us a whole slew of mustard green organics, and we kind of just sprinkled them. We had a late harvest because they're traditionally a cold winter crop, but I just let them die back, and they were the first thing to come pop up. And I'm actually, because they were so successful, I'm letting them go to seed, and we're just going to keep this as the mustard green bed. They are absolutely crushing it. So having pressurized water over here has been a real game changer. It's helping us to keep the garden cool and watered. We're getting actually quite a lot of harvest on not a lot. And for me personally, being able to run a irrigation system off grid on an old RV battery, it feels like quite an accomplishment here, and this place is turning into less of a woodscape and into more of a homestead. So for me, it's pretty important. But hey, thanks for checking it out.
Wait, you hold him up.
Oh.